Team USA posted their trial team for the Americup tournament. We lost to Brazil 2 years ago, and Camila Cardoso won MVP. So I know this is an event Team USA badly wants to get revenge for. Today I'll go over who I think will end up making the final roster. Right away I noticed two things. There are no UConn players at all. I've seen some people suggest maybe Gino told them not to do the event, but I can't see that being the case. He doesn't have an issue with Kaylee Heckle doing the Under-19 tournament. Sarah Strong is competing in the 3-on-3 competition, and with AZ Fudd's extensive injury history, I'm sure she isn't competing in the trials by her own fruition. The only weird omission to me is Sarah Williams. Her not doing the event definitely hurts Team USA, as there is a massive center shortage in this trial roster. I was very surprised that Lauren Betts is not doing the event. She competed as a 19-year-old in 2023 and was one of Team USA's best players during the event. She's gotten way better since the last 2 years. If she competed, I have no doubt she would have been the MVP. I'll get more into this later, but not having her is an extremely big loss, and I think will end up causing some problems. Kara Lawson is the coach for the Americup tournament, and I think that will have a heavy influence on who makes the roster, especially for players that are on the bubble. She's a very defense-heavy coach, and I think the team will be built in a similar way that Duke is. Flau'jae Johnson is a no-brainer. She didn't make the Americup team a few years ago, but she's a significantly better player now than she was before. She's a true two-way player, can score at all 3 levels, and she brings a lot of speed and athleticism to the team, which I think will be a common theme in most of the players that end up making the roster. There's no way Joyce Edwards won't be there. She was only 17 years old when she made the All-Star 5 in the Under-19 tournament. Then the year after that, she was MVP of the Under-18 tournament. She won a gold medal in both of these events. No way someone with her resume won't be on the team. Kennedy Smith is someone I think sneaks on the team. Her offensive game needs some work, but her defense is out of this world. The fact she wasn't on the all-defense Big Ten team is a robbery. Her lockdown defense is going to be an important factor to them winning games. I fully expect her to guard the best perimeter player on the other team. Now, where it really gets interesting is Hannah Hidalgo and Olivia Miles. From a purely talent perspective, they both would easily make the team, but it's pretty clear there is some friction between them. I would love for both of them to be on the team, but if it's really a Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas type situation where they can't make it work, Hidalgo has to be the player they choose. She was far and away the best USA player when they won the Under-19 tournament in 2023. And she wasn't just their best player. They straight up don't win against Spain in the championship without Hannah Hidalgo. Hannah Hidalgo and Olivia Miles are both really talented offensive players, but I think the deciding factor will be the defense. Olivia Miles is a defensive liability, while Hidalgo is one of the best perimeter defenders in the country. Defense is going to be a pretty big deal when they are going against teams like Canada and Brazil, who will have talented backcourts. Now, of course, if Olivia Miles isn't on the roster, they will still need a backup point guard. And this is where Jelani Cambridge comes in. Her play style is very similar to Hannah Hidalgo, which makes her the perfect backup PG. Anytime Hannah Hidalgo gets subbed out, I fully expect Jelani Cambridge to check in. Madison Booker was on the Under-19 team, and I don't see any reason why she wouldn't be included in this team as well. I think Gianna Neepkins will make the roster. She isn't that great defensively, but she's going to bring much-needed shooting to the team. Most of the players I mentioned are two-way players that are great at driving to the basket or shooting mid-ranges, but don't excel at the 3 the way Gianna does. Hannah Stuelke is someone I think could be a good addition to the team, and I expect her to make it. She doesn't have the craziest bag in the world, but she's an excellent rim runner that excels in transition. Michaela Blakes and Camille Pierre are a special duo for Vanderbilt. They did some Team USA camp activities earlier this summer, and I expect both of them to make the roster. Michaela Blake's incredible scoring ability would make her an amazing spark off the bench, and Camille Pierre is basically a better version of Hannah Stuelke, who I also think is a good fit for this team. So far, I have Hannah Hidalgo, Flau'jae Johnson, Madison Booker, Hannah Stuelke, Camille Pierre, Joyce Edwards, Gianna Neepkins, Kennedy Smith, Jelani Cambridge, and Michaela Blakes making the team. That's 10 players, which means there are 2 more spots that have to be filled. This is going to be controversial, but I don't think Audi Crooks makes this the cut. She's a very talented college player and is instrumental to everything Iowa State does, but her playstyle doesn't fit with the other players or Kara Lawson's system. Audi Crooks is not very good defensively and is bad in transition. That's the exact opposite of what Kara Lawson wants. I think they will go with Reagan Beers instead. She's not the fastest player in the world either, but she's proven she can function in a fast-paced offense at Oklahoma. It also helps that her head coach at Oklahoma is one of the assistant coaches for Team USA. And to be honest, I don't think they really have a choice. They are insanely undersized. Beers would be the only player at least 6'4" on the team. The last spot is where it gets a little tricky. I can't see them adding any more guards as they already have a really talented group. Grace Van Zluten was on the under-19 team that won the gold medal, and a lot of her former teammates are in this year's trials, so she will have that in her favor. Addie Brown is the best shooter of these three players, but her defense isn't very good. It wouldn't shock me if they go with Grace Van Zluten because of her size and previous experience, but my guess is they go with Dariana Littlepage Buggs. She's the best rebounder and defender out of all the remaining post players left. This team will have plenty of scoring with the amount of talented guards on the team, so I think rebounding and defense will take priority. The biggest concern I have about this team is the fact they will have no center depth. It burned Team USA 2 years ago, and if they aren't able to win this year, it will be the same exact reason. Since Lauren Betts isn't doing the event again, and Sarah Williams didn't try out, they don't have a real rim protector. Reagan Beers will be able to score and is a decent defender, but she's not close to Lauren Betts on the defensive side of the ball. Audi Crooks can score, but she's a complete defensive liability. This team has no one that can dream of guarding Camila Cardoso. When they go up against Brazil, I think this team will have to take a similar approach that UConn did to Lauren Betts. Instead of focusing on stopping one player, just stop the other 4 on the court. But that's it for this video. What do you think the final roster will end up looking like? Do you think USA is good enough to get gold this year? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching.